Higher tariffs mean that any goods now entering the United States simply cost more. Those higher prices are likely to be passed on to consumers, and that's gradually beginning to happen, but people are still trying to get out in front of the higher costs and getting goods while they can. There is lots of anecdotal reporting of people panic buying, in particular at supermarkets, along the same sort of lines that we saw in the early part of the COVID-19 pandemic back around March and April of 2020. Supermarkets in particular have seen an uptick in people buying goods, but also longer term consumables, things like olive oil, soy sauce and toothpaste that are made outside the United States and imported in. The tracking organisation Consumer Edge says that canned vegetables, the sales of those are up about 30%, while things like instant coffee and ketchup, buying for those has increased by about 20%. Foreign alcohol is another big item that many people are looking to buy now before prices increase dramatically. And then there are big ticket items, things like cars. There's a 25% tariff on any foreign-made car now being imported into the United States. Also big ticket items like electronics, TVs, washing machines, many of them made in Asia. In particular, many of them coming from China, which now faces a 145% tariff for anything that is sent here to the US. Now, China is the United States' third largest trading partner. Last year alone, the US brought in goods worth $450 billion. iPhones have also been snapped up by many consumers. Apple says that they have seen higher than normal purchasing in many of their stores as people try to buy those products which are imported from outside the United States here into the US. Now, there is one organisation, the Tax Foundation, a research group that's non-partisan, that estimates that all of these tariffs and the higher costs for consumers will mean that American households will have to spend an extra $2,000 a year simply because of the tariffs that have been put in place. Now remember, Donald Trump won last year's election largely in part because he claimed he would be able to boost the economy, increase hiring and drive down the cost of living. These tariffs are now threatening those promises and could even push the United States into a recession. Nick Harper, SABC News, Washington.